Hello everyone, it's me Atori and welcome to my channel. I hope you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Do you like snow, guys? I really enjoyed it and I made some footage when I was on a trip in mountains. It snowed very beautifully and I personally think that crushing snow beneath my feet is like one of the best sounds ever, so I hope you will enjoy it. So today I'm starting by securing my watercolor paper with washi tape to make sure that it won't fold when I add water to it. Please always do this if you don't want your paper to be folding. And I'm using my Pentel Orange mechanical pencil to sketch. And today's video is very special, not only because of the winter footage, but because I decided to paint my friend's cat, which is very beautiful in my opinion, so I hope you will enjoy it. I'm starting my sketches very lightly and I'm using a reference photo for this one. It's always good when you want to paint a portrait to use a reference, right? So when I sketch the outlines very lightly, I come back to areas that need more detail, and as you can see, he's still missing his face and I'm starting to work on it right now. Also, did you guys notice a difference in lighting here? I really struggled with fitting my lamps, studio lamps, into my workspace. Just one fit in, so it is what it is. But I hope you like the quality of the video a little bit better now. And I must say that I really enjoyed the process of making videos, but the editing takes so long. It's very fun after all, but changing the lights also made me realize in how much darkness I normally work. Like, it's literally like a cave. Also, I was pretty surprised that it was quite easy to sketch, to show the process of my sketching in video. Let me know if you like it or if it's better to see finished sketch already. I was worried that it would be harder to work, but it was just the same. And also the lights made it easier, like I literally saw something. So here I'm prepping the paint in my ceramic palette. It's the Daniel Smith Shadow Violet. And I'm starting to add layers of paint to shadow areas especially, and I really like this first step. Then blurring the edges so that they won't be hard with a clear brush with water. As you can see, it makes a really nice effect. I'm trying a new cold press watercolor paper here, just experimenting with it. I found out that if I use cold press watercolor paper and not a hot press, the colors are fading very much, so they are not that bright when you make the layer dry, as they would be on a hot press watercolor paper. But you can work with more water on them, and it's also a funny effect, right? Like every paper has its own quirks. I personally really enjoy this shadow process the most when I'm painting, and I also often find myself just wondering why to color it at all when the shading layer is so pretty on its own. Let me know what you think. Do you think like black and white works are enough, or the works need more color in them? I really enjoy colorful pieces too, but when I find myself working, I am wondering, like, should I stop? Should I continue? What is enough? Once this first layer dries, I'm going in with a smaller brush, and this one is number 6, and I add smaller details such as the pose and each hair. This cat is really furry and it's really pretty. I love it. Also, before I said like black and white illustrations, but the Daniel Smith Shadow Violet watercolor doesn't contain any black. It's made from orange pigment and green pigment, and I think violet pigment. You can check more about this on their site. Depending on how much water you use, you will see these pigments granulating very nicely as in bigger washes with more water. If you use it just straight without much water, it will look gray. I personally really enjoyed the granulation effect, and I think it's my favorite thing about watercolors, honestly. Also how free you are and how fast they are compared to other tools. Like how fast you can cover a big area compared to watercolors with color pencils, for example. It's unimaginable. I'm adding a layer of details here, the shading and more details of the fur. And I'm really struggling with this recording. I think I will need to use a different program for it later on if I want to make longer videos, because I'm recording this voiceover already like a 10th time, because it always turns off after a while and it's getting on my nerves. So please bear with me. Alright. Do you guys like watercolors? Let me know. I'm really interested in what type of art supply do you guys like to use? If you like to use any, or maybe you do different form of art, like literature, music. Let me know. Last year was very stressing, not only for me, but I believe for every one of us. And so I'm trying to use this opportunity of a new year, new me, right, my friend, to change myself too. And making a YouTube channel is one of my dreams, and it's been really accomplishing. Like, it's such a nice feeling to finally stop making excuses and start actually recording my drawing process. And I think it's kind of rewarding. For now, just my friends are following me, but I mean, it's making me happy that I can share it with you and that you like it. So thank you for the support, my friends, and I hope that we will continue to make more. I found out it's really nice to do a lot of things, like not to just think about them, if you know what I mean, like just thinking back in my mind and not doing actually things. So that is really exhausting, and I feel like last year that's most of the things that I've been doing. Like, just know you are in a place and where in life where you are not happy, but not really doing anything about it right now at the moment, because that's how it is, and you should bear with it. And when you think about it, you are not as bad as some other people are, and so on. But I think that's just making excuses for yourself, and it's best to actually be busy and do what you can at the moment, like live in the present and just do what makes you happy. And if you have some dreams, work towards them, and don't be discouraged by 2020, you know. It will be better, I believe. I would really like to travel later when it's possible, but I know friends who are traveling even in COVID. It's just more nonsense is on the way. I said this before, but this is actually a present for my Japanese friend. So, otanjoubi omedetou, Kazu-san. Happy birthday! So here I am just finishing some details on eyes and on head, his nose and so on, and a little bit more shading, just, you know, finishing touches of let's say first layer, even though it's already a lot of layers here. It's not like in digital art when you can see the layers clearly. Here they are just overlapping here on your page. So this paper that I'm using is I think it's Canson cold pressed paper, and it's really nice to work on. Actually, it was a gift from my friend for my last birthday, I think. So you see, I finally used it. And here I'm preparing another Daniel Smith's watercolors and Winsor & Newton watercolors to add some more colors into the piece, as the shadow layer is finally finished. And I'm adding a little bit Potter pinks, that is a Winsor Newton one, to his bow, nose and ear, and coloring his eyes green. I hope I saw right on the photo that his eyes are green. Let's hope so. He's such a handsome kitty, isn't it? And look at this green, I think it's apatite, green apatite genuine color in the palette, like how it's changing colors from light green to a darker one. Here I'm grabbing another Daniel Smith watercolor. It's Gatite, brown, ochre, I don't know. I suck at this. So I'm adding some brownish spots to his fur because, as I don't know if you know, but like cat's fur is usually not just one color. So even if it looks gray to us, it is made from, let's say, black and brown parts. And I think it just brought him to life a bit more. And here I decided to color the background in this ochre color too. And that's it for the watercolor part. Yay! So I'm taking my things away and using a white gel pen to make all the details that are needed, like the little cat hairs that they use to measure if they can get inside some spots. And here I'm using a black Faber-Castell color pencil to add more detail and more darkness to his tail and the rest of the fur, especially the face, and to make it more clear, visible his hairs. So you will see the finished result soon. Thank you so much for watching. There will be more snow at the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye! I hope you enjoyed it. I forgot that I made footage of how I take the tape off, which I think is satisfying. And also I'm always saving my washi tapes to reuse them later, because as you can see there's nothing wrong with them really, and you can use them more often than once, and you can save the planet. Just be a bit considerate about the environment, yeah? Okay, this is it. Bye!